Much, Natasha. Yeah, it definitely seems like when we get a stretch of this cold winter weather, we often hear about water mains breaking. So let's talk about why this happens. When the ground freezes, it actually expands because it's taking on all that water. The ground expands, and when you have these temperatures that go up and go down, and we've had some big temperature fluctuations recently, you get that expanding and contracting. Chilled metal pipes means the pipes kind of contract. So the ground expands, the pipes contract, and what that does is just put pressure on the joints of these pipes and causes them to break. With the increased pressure, that's when you get that spillage. And when you're talking about a 16-inch pipe with that much water running through it, you are going to get major impacts as this occurs. In addition, water spilling out onto the roads with temperatures as cold as they are creates the threat for widespread icing concerns. In fact, take a look at these temps this morning. We started off at about 17 degrees in Philadelphia. We've jumped up to 23 now, but it is certainly cold enough that anything wet is going to freeze almost immediately, certainly within the space of a half hour to an hour. So again, that is going to be a big concern for those areas impacted by flooded roads this morning. It's 21 in Millville. We're still in the teens in the Poconos and the Lehigh Valley. Feels like temps still running about 10 degrees below what the thermometer indicates. The wind's dying down slightly today, but enough of a breeze that it feels like the teens right now. Today is a little bit better, though. We'll see a good deal of sunshine, just a few clouds trying to filter in the afternoon, but we're above freezing. We're headed to the mid to upper 30s today, and tonight a clear sky, another chilly night. But coming up, I'm going to tell you about a huge swing in the temperature. We may be in the 60s by the end of the week, but it comes with some rain chances. Breaking it all down in a few minutes. Natasha, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Kate, thank you so much. Also new at night.
In a very long time since we were above freezing even. We actually just barely hit 33 yesterday evening. Our first time above freezing for a solid week, but we are headed to the 50s and maybe even the 60s by the end of the week. So a huge warming trend is on the way. We're going to go back to the kind of pattern we had earlier in the winter before the deep freeze and the snow chances last week. But that's also going to come at a bit of a cost. We also have the threat for rain, and that means snow melt plus rain equals the risk for possibly some localized flooding, although it doesn't look like a widespread flood threat. There will be at least some ponding, localized flooding, and again, you'll need to make sure those sump pumps are working by the end of the week. So 23 degrees right now in Philadelphia. It is a bright, sunny start to the day, but it is cold. Feels like 13 out there with just a little breeze. We'll keep it mostly sunny in the city. We're headed for 37 today, and I'll tell you what, by the afternoon with not a lot of wind, the sun shining and temperatures in the upper 30s, it's going to feel like you might have that moment where you're like, do I really need the coat today? I don't think I do. It's nice and warm. You probably should grab it because it is still below average. It's still January and it feels like it. 38 degrees at the shore, 35 with more clouds in the Lehigh Valley. Clouds coming in courtesy of our next system. So as we widen out, I'll show you the general setup here. There's an area of high pressure, which is located off to our south. That's kind of keeping us protected. Imagine just this big dome of dry conditions and this system lifting in, and this is going to set up shop kind of on the northern fringes of that high. So we'll see a warm front set up off to the north tomorrow into Wednesday. It's not until Wednesday that the rain associated with that system arrives here. So here is today. Again, there's that area of high pressure. Watch how this warm front just sets up right off to the north. And now tonight is dry, but tomorrow there may be some light showers that try to sneak into the Poconos. Most of this precip will miss us to the north, but you can see the pink there. A little bit of freezing rain is possible in the Poconos, and then some steadier rain likely for us. Showers Wednesday morning, but the steadier rain holds off until Wednesday evening. And then once it's in, it's here for some time. We'll see temperatures really starting to rise as we head through the next 7 days. And take a look at this 7-day forecast because big changes on the way. 37 degrees above freezing for your Monday. Today, 43 with clouds tomorrow. On Wednesday, we're at 43 degrees with rain becoming steadier by late afternoon or evening. And then here's that warming trend. We're headed to the 60s by Friday. Now, there will be rain chances Thursday and Friday, especially early Friday. Saturday may be our best chance to get outside, and then Sunday, more rain and back to the 40s. So I think late Friday into Saturday, Natasha, that's when we got a target to try to get outdoors. May feel a little bit spring-like out there. I'll send it back to you.
I'm looking forward to that. Thank you very much, Kate.